Okay. Well, I need to wait. Okay, let's take some time here. Give some time for people to join as always. Give until like 6:55 and then we'll get going. Hello, hello. I see someone join at least. Welcome. I am done with Thanksgiving Day for the night, and I'm back here now. It was pretty good, except the pie my dad bought from this farm stand was like terrible, but everything else was really good. So I'd say pretty much a success. Hope whoever's in chat is also having a good Thanksgiving, or if you are American, just having a good day. Yep. So I believe if I counted right, we have 32 pools games left. I thought for some reason I counted last time the number 8 and 4, but wait, I believe we have 32 pool games left. So this, then another stream, then one more, and then I'm probably just gonna lump the last two in to make it 12 instead of 10. So we have I believe 2 more streams after this one, something like that. See, we're getting there. We're getting there. Yep, then we'll obviously move on to play-ins. I'll do a stream of just the 7 play-in games, and we'll move on to brackets. Also, I'm going to make sure everyone gets their fucking games done, so I'm going to ping a bunch of people tomorrow, of course. To everyone who played already, thank you for not making me do that to you. But yeah. Yep. Let's give it a couple more minutes and give people some time, and then we'll get going. Yep. Okay, we'll just give like another minute and then we'll get going. Yep. Okay, let's get started here, I guess. So first matchup of the stream, we have Tylenol versus Reverse Tracebacks. So against matchup here, what we see. T-Tar looks pretty solid here. Like, there's, I guess, Gastro and Lucario can check it offensively, but T-Tar looks very, very good here. I'll say. Then, Zapdos also looking pretty solid outside the T-Tar, of course. Like, it kind of just sits on everything else really hard. So if you can find a way around the T-Tar, that helps. Maybe some sort of Colbert Quaidol to lure it could be good. Something like that. Yeah, but, Clef looking decent on reverse trace back side. Definitely some things that, Tylenol can do, though. Yeah, I think, I'm going to call this matchup pretty even. Let's get into the game. We see Tylenol lead Scizor into, reverse trace back to Zapdos. So you turn out, give not much on the T-Tar, actually. And Superpowers just get KO the Lucario on the switch in. Oh no, it is Scarf T-Tar. Venusaur gets to come in here, of course, but that's still pretty rough. You get off a Heat Power Fire as Scizor U-turns out, but it's super low now. If rocks go up, it'll be in range. Seconds can come out, do 41. It's a good chip, and just after he's in range of, might be in range of another one. It's gonna be a roll at least, forces it back out. In comes the Gastron, takes 40. This is a very offensive Mesprit, I will say, and a crit Seconds gonna take it out. Oh my god, that's unfortunate. You know, it's gonna keep spamming it, of course. Softball, but eventually it's gonna get a career spin F drop, right? It's pretty free to spam, yeah. Clef is going to get rocks up, but Clef is now in range of another one. And we're going to go down. This Mesprit is doing so much work for Tylenol. Oh my god. Rampardos comes in. Okay, this thing did show up. So there's going to be sacked to the rocks. In comes Torterra, though. And we're going to go Zapdos. As Torterra's go Rock Polish. Let's go. I love to see it. Torterra Sweep, maybe? Stone Edge is not KOs out even with the Life Orb, and he was going to do it, but it's not going to KO back. So, and Zapdos is going to die to the Sandstorm. Earthquake, is this teach? Oh my god, Torterra Sweep, let's fucking go. For those who don't know, my first ever Pokemon was a Turtwig. Nope, no Zarapevik. The Mesprit showed leftovers. Wait, did it not? I could have sworn it showed leftovers. 1 second. Am I crazy? I guess I am crazy. Yes, no, it's Specs, yeah. I'm just on my mind saying, okay. Yeah, wow, very impressive one for Tylenol, and yeah, I mean, I always love seeing, Torterra do stuff. I love that guy, so, props to Tylenol and Wing with that. Okay. That was a pretty quick one. On to our next game. We have... This game we have here, CBB versus Dome. So let's look at this. Raikou into Ground type Nidoking is a good start. Kingdra is of course very scary, but Bronzong, Suicune are pretty good checks to it. Scizor also pretty. Scizor actually looks really good here. Wow, Scizor is very, very strong. U-turn. I believe you just go banded U-turn on Scizor and just spam it, right? Like, why? What is stopping you from doing that? Nothing really. Like, literally nothing is stopping you from just swinging banded U-turn all over this team. And, or Scarf. Actually, could run Scarf U-turn too. Either way, like, U-turn's just so free. I actually really like the Porygon Z here because Bronzong is pretty pressured. If you can chip down the Bronzong with Porygon Z, it opens up your Kingdra heavily. Following up, I think the Louis Cole looks even, also looks really good here. Like, Roserade can kind of check it, but it's not amazing. Yeah, although, I feel like Louis Cole might want to be physical because of how dangerous Suicune is. And also, yeah, I think I'm going to lean Dome, though, for this matchup over CBB. Let's get into it. Miss Magweed into Porygon Z. HP fighting does only 41. This is a nasty plot here. You know, again, and then Shalbo is probably, yeah, let's get KO the Miss Magius, but obviously Porygon Z is not very well. In comes Raikou. Thunderbolts get KO, so that's the 1-for-1 trade. In comes the Nidoking. Sorry, let me see if I. There we go. That's better. A little. Okay, sorry. Show has been shit all day. I don't know why it's not showing spikes. My apologies. Anyway, Neoking's gonna get up rocks as Suicune comes in. Suicune's gonna start coal mining. Out comes the Kingdra. Yeah, HP Dragon. And out, yeah, but there's, I think this thing just win. Outrage crit, never mind. Outrage crit means it's not gonna just win. That's unfortunate for CVB there. Gets up rocks on the outrage though. Solid play, solid play. Scissors gonna come in on the boom, take a good chunk from that. Raikou is going to come out again. Bullet Punch only doing 15. Is it going to start setting up? It is. It's going to sub. But as Scissor Roosts, okay. Raikou in prime position now. In prime position. Yeah, Thunderbolt. That crit may have mattered, but I don't think it really is. Extra Sensor use 70 to Neoking. Earthquake's going to break the sub, but it might be too late. The Extra Sensor going to do a ton here. Just knock out Neoking. Then in comes the Kingdra, but Kingdra is slower. Yeah, the last two Pokemon obviously don't survive this then. What's the last Pokemon if you're sacking everything? Sub on the Rain Dance from Slowking. Okay. You gotta keep Calm Minding. HP Ground doesn't even break the sub. Wow, that's a pretty... Calm Mind again. Yeah, I mean, I think Raikou just wins here, right? Like, its subs aren't getting broken? Yeah. I mean, no, I don't think, no, Dome, I don't think it's the most boring. I think you just suck and don't know how to prep for Raikou Suicune effectively. Personally, I think it's a great gen, but yeah, I mean, Raikou Suicune core doing what you want it to do. You know, it's not too hard. Sometimes double Calm Mind's all you need. Yeah, so I'll go in for CVB. I believe that is going to guarantee him onto brackets. Okay, let's get into the next one. We have Jake versus Dose. Okay. Let's take a look here. First one I notice is Azelf looks very, very good. Wow, Azelf is a freaking fantastic matchup. You run like Nasty Paw if you want, but you're kind of forced out of Crobat. But you, like, a sort of offensive Azelf just looks really, really good here. It can also, you can even run Lead here, but Crobat kind of nears that. Suicune is kind of annoying for Jake, but ironically, Electivire is one of the better, like, offensive Suicune answers. You can just, like, Bandit Thunder Punch for a ton of damage. And then Revenge with something else. That's not terrible. And Furry looking pretty solid, but Quagsire, Suicune are not bad ways to slow it down, I will say, as is Altaria. So, definitely some decent checks to it on the other side. And then we've got a Snorlax with Fighting type Hitmontop. Hitmontop is a pretty decent check, but not the best. I think I'm going to lean Jake here, though. Let's get into it. Evire lead into get a crit U-turn turn 1 doing 64. Wow. And that's a Life Orb Thunderbolt into Altaria does a lot of damage. Out comes the Celebi. Yep, we're going to get off another one. So obviously you turn out KOing the Electivire. Electivire got a ton of damage and stuff. Swaber's going to come in here, take the U-turn like it's nothing, of course. Ice Beam doing 43 to Celebi. Okay, but you can just recover on this. In comes Registeel on Jake's side. Dodges a Leaf Storm. Honestly, that's not a big deal. It would be -2. I have not done that much. Registeel's going to get the rocks up. He's going to miss Toxic on Suicune. Oh no, that's really bad. That's really bad. Yeah, we got S-Toss, keep breaking the sub. Yeah, so you can see Calm Mind again. We're going to have more chip. You have 27%. Another sub. Yeah, I mean, this Suicune just has to attack eventually. Yeah, Hydro Pump only does 52, and Registeel's go. Yeah, Registeel 1v1s the Suicune there. I feel like you just have to switch the Suicune at some point, right? You'll get set-up opportunities later on something like Slowbro. Why are you sacking it there? Anyway, Heatran comes in and gets up the rocks. Does Suicune hit 404? 1 second, let me pull. Does Suicune hit 404? Am I getting confused? It does. Okay, yeah. Why the hell is it not 404? What the fuck? I don't know why in the moment I forgot Suicune was 100 HP or not, or 95, but yeah. Yeah, that Suicune really should have been max HP. But, you know, we take those, I guess. Anyway, Bias Slam into him on top, spin away the rocks. Toxic comes off on the Slowbro as Slowbro's just going to surf for 31. Yeah, I'm very confused why that Suicune was less than max HP. Ice Beam on the Crobat switch. Let's go Roost, okay. That's pretty safe. Slack off from the Slowbro. Switch out to Registeel here, yep. On the Super Fang. Okay, Registeel's getting a little low now, but it doesn't really need it much. I guess it's helpful for Celebi, but something that's fine. In comes the Heatran as rocks go back up. And Snorlax is the switch, very safe. It's going to get Toxic, so he is thick, fat, non-immunity. Makes sense. I mean, it is like a Heatran matchup. And they have like the best Heatran answers. Bias Slam's going to crit the Crobat, take it out. That's unfortunate for Dose, but yeah, it's Pokemon. Heatran comes in. Go quick Earth Power and just die to Earthquake. Oh no, this Snorlax looking in really position now. Yeah, I don't know why he went Heatran there when like you never do shit to this. Anyway, Hitmontop could come in. Oh, let's go Rest, but you got Intimidate, so that's good at least. Yeah, I do not understand why he went into Heatran and just let it go for no reason. I'm also confused why he like wasn't max HP Suicune and why he wasn't why he just go down. But anyway, you see Hitmontop. Celebi's gonna come in here. Ice Beam's gonna take it out on the switch though. That's probably the end of the game. Altaria comes in here. Go quick Roost. It's Yachi, so it's not going to do much. But now we know it's going to do 54, so it can't Roost these off. But it can because of Toxic. Out to Jake's Infernape, okay. Go HP Ice, KO the Altaria. Yep, that should be the end of the game. Hitmontop comes in. First, got Fire Blast, not KO, but again, it doesn't matter. Spin for some reason when you... Okay, you could have just close kind of there, but sure. But, yeah, it's a big 5-0 win for Jake. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of confused by a lot of plays on Dose's side and the prep, like the Suicune not being max HP and sacking it in the Heatran for no reason. Yeah, I know, but good win for Jake, and he will move on to brackets. Okay, next up. Okay, game 4. Here we have Teriso versus Spaghetti. Okay. For those who don't know, Teriso is uploading all his games for this, so I recommend going to check this one out. He is obviously doing videos on all those, and that's really cool. So let's get into the matchup itself here. Let's see. Gyarados looking very, very strong. I mean, obviously there's like the threat of Shuckleberry Lantern, but otherwise there's not much that checks it. And Lantern's going to be pressured by stuff like Infernape. Infernape does like pressuring the Lantern and the what's it called? The Uxie is really nice. On the Spaghetti side, we do see D-Knight. It's not the best D-Knight matchup, but it's D-Knight is always scary. Scissor is not bad here, actually. Scissor, like, specifically, you have to watch out for Gyarados coming in on you, but it's not like the end of the world. Gengar's okay, but it doesn't really do enough to Spiritomb. It just gets Pursuit Trap. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean Teriso here. I think Teriso has a bit of an edge. Let's get into it. See, Bronzong lead into Uxie. Uxie's going to trick the Bronzong a Choice Scarf as it gets up rocks. Bronzong was wearing a One Berry. Interesting. That means it was probably Rest. Right, and the Cloyster's going to get T-Waved. This thing gets Payback? Okay. And it's just going to die. But I did not know this thing got Payback, I'll be honest here. That's kind of cool. Spiritomb comes in. It's probably just going to Pursuit Trap this. It's also wearing One Berry. Ursh KO doesn't KO though. So he is going to get paralyzed. Or not. You just go out to Jolteon and KO it here. Yeah, that's a fair point. In ADV, you can paralyze Jolteon with T-Wave. Not here. Anyway, Lantern's going to surf as we bring in the... Is this Bronzong? Yeah. Hey, Jolteon's going to he's going to catch the Thunder Wave again. Yep. Baton Pass out into Bronzong on the surf. Yeah, Lantern's going to protect, sure, but I don't see what that really gets you because you're Toxic, yeah. I don't think I actually gained anything from that protect. Anyway, we're going to Donphan here. No, it's not help. Okay. I'm sorry about all the spikes, everyone. I don't know what's going on with Showdown today. Maybe other people have this problem with replays, but yeah, it's been going wrong. It went wrong on the earlier stream, too. Anyway, Donphan's gonna sub. What the fuck is this? This, like, sub Endeavor is also right in front of me. Okay, this is a Donphan set. This is a Donphan set of all time. Anyway, out comes the Scizor. You turn out. Dragonite's gonna get burned, though. Is it Lumberry? No. Oof. Yeah, I don't think you ever... That's a really rough play, going Dragonite on this. Because, like, Spiritomb goes from Ruleless. If you're U-turning out, you can't go into your D-Knight. It's special anyway, so never mind. But still, like, that Dreamy is just a good chunk. But anyway, I'm just gonna Toxic the Gengar. That's good. Obviously, not do anything. Scizor is gonna come in here as he double into Jolteon. Jolteon's gonna Baton Pass. Back up to Bronzong. It's gonna be sacked, or Sears gonna Bruce, but now it's gonna be sacked. Yeah. The Lantern comes back in here. Spiritomb is the switch, or the revenge, I guess. Surf at 123. Spiritomb's gonna Shadow Ball here. I'm kind of surprised he brought it in. I fully thought he would have Pain Spray in that case because Lantern has such high base HP. Sucker Punch, okay. Thunderbolt takes it out. He's looking at a pretty good position for Spaghetti. Gengar comes in, but Teresa does bring in Infernape. And where's the Infernape? There's a way. Dragon's gonna come in, take the Fire Blast, go down. Then Donphan's gonna come in. Him power, presumably Ice, yeah. Ice KOs the Donphan. Comes Scizor. Yeah, I think Infernape's just gonna clean up here. Wait, why aren't you going to... Surely you know Fire Blast KOs, right? And Gengar's faster. Yeah, why did you not just go into Gengar the first time? Okay, I understand switching out Gengar to Scout Scarf. That's correct. But once it's revealed both moves, you know it's not Scarf. So why are you going Scizor instead of just going Gengar and killing it? Like, you know it's not Scarf, they just switched moves. I know, some of the plays so far this stream are very questionable, but that's okay. And Garrett's gonna come in, KO the Infernape, but it doesn't matter. Jolteon comes in and finishes it off. Yeah, Fireball's gonna KO. Yeah, so Teresa's gonna win. Yeah, he's not wrong. He did throw. He very much threw. But we all do that sometimes. Certainly, I did multiple times this tournament. But yeah, good win for Teresa. Payback Cloyster was cool. I did not know it got that, like, at all. So, nothing else too crazy in prep-wise. Trick Scarf Uxie was neat. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Sub Thunderfang rocks Donphan is certainly a set of all time. I'm not sure what the intention of this was, but it's there. I guess hitting the Garab, I feel like you still get intimidated before you I don't know. But yeah, Teresa will move on. I believe that puts him up to 3-0 going into brackets. Okay, on to game 5. We have Martini versus Schmur. So I believe this is pool, whatever pool this was, they did like all their games on the last day. So we're going to have a bunch of these coming up on this stream and the next stream. We should literally have all 6 of them, which is kind of funny. So let's see. So first up game of this is Martini versus Schmur of the pool. I think it's 28 gauntlet. Maybe 23, whatever. Something like that. Anyway, let's look at the actual matchup. So Infernape, yes, 2 months outspeeded, but nothing really switches in. I mean, Scarf and Infernape just look good. It always looks good, but Scarf and Infernape was very, very good here, of course. This should be. Yeah, Scarf and Infernape looks very, very good here. Aza was kind of scary, but you do have a Drapion, which always can Pursuit Trap it in most matchups. Raikou is quite good. There's no ground type, of course. There is a Jolteon, but Jolteon is not really a reliable Raikou answer. Like, it's an answer, but it's not like one that will beat it in the long term. We do see 2 Skarmories, and Martini's Spinner is Hitmonchan, albeit Schmur's Spin Blocker is Drifblim. Honestly, both sides kind of gonna have trouble getting their spins off this game. I really think it might be a bit easier for Schmur because Rotom is just not as naturally bulky as into Tentacruel as Drifblim is into Hitmonchan. In addition, Gallade actually looks really, really strong. The fighting versus some of the teams today are not great. Yeah, I think I'm going to lean Schmur here. Let's get it. Martini left, Schmur on the right. So we can lead into Tentacruel. Switching out to Raikou. Okay. Espeon's just going to Calm Mind on turn 1. Jolteon's going to come in and absorb the barrel, but sure he has HP ground. We're going to paralyze the Raikou, though. That's good. He has to get full powered. In comes the Rotom on the HP ground. Yep, calling that. Good play by Martini. And Shalbow's going to come out, do 37. That's not bad damage. Yep. Raikou's going to paralyze the wait. 1 second. Okay, that means it's Scarf, duh. So the Rotom is Scarf because it paralyzed was still slower. So yep. Rotom is paralyzed now, but Jolteon presumably is Heal Bell if he's bringing it in here. Just get HP ground first, though. Yeah, it takes that hit pretty fine. Azelf comes in on the HP ground. Lots of HP grounds being thrown around right now. You turn out on the Drapion. Good play, good play. In comes the Raticate. Oh, shit. This thing showed up, and its guts. Facade does only 29 Skarmory. Yeah, this Pokemon's bad. It's good quick Swords Dance, though. As Skarmory gets the spike. Is this thing running Flame Wheel? No, just get Facade. Okay, fair enough. Skarmory's got Brave Bird and go under recoil. The Raticate just traded with the Skarmory. What the hell is going on? Crazy bring by Shmur. And Scarf Driftbloom get KO the Jolteon with a Shallow Ball. Wild prep from Shmur's side. We do obviously see Drapion come in. He's going to start Sword Dancing. And that's F drops means, but it's just going to switch anyway. Tegra comes in. We're going to Crunch. Knock it out. Best F drop means somebody come in. I guess the Driftbloom was a choice. Thunderbolt, sure. We're going to sack off the Raikou. Driftbloom is going to come back in. Then knock out the Rotom with a Shallow Ball. Drapion's going to come in. Should take a Shallow Ball fine. Yep. It's Citrus, so it's going to get a bunch of health back in KO of Crunch. Take some Aftermath chip, though. Azelf's going to come in here. Quick Flamethrower and knock out the Drapion. What we got here? And then we go out to Gallade. Okay, Gallade's the last. This week is going to start Calm Minding. Gallade's going to Endure. Ooh, Surf is not going to put you in range, so that's unfortunate. He was probably going for... I'm not sure. Anyway, Surf does a ton to Azelf here. Switch out, Scouting the Boom, but no, it's just get Energy Ball. Scout Boom was... It's got Energy Ball again as Suicune comes in, does 52. Crazy play. Is Salicberry Gallade. Isn't very up Scarf? No. And that's probably the end of the game then, folks. Yeah, Suicune definitely goes down here. Yep. So, wow. Crazy prep by Shmur. My whole team was Scarf for them. I mean, yeah, we saw like what? We saw, not really. We saw Scarf, Driftblim, and maybe Azelf. The whole team was Scarf, like maybe 2 of them. Unless you're a fucking Scarf Tentacruel, which I highly doubt. But yeah, I mean, pretty cool with the Endure Salad Gallade. I like that a lot. Scarf Driftblim is a choice. I mean, it worked out. I don't know if I agree with it, but it worked out. And Raticate did stuff. Raticate took out the fucking Skarmory. That was cool. Yeah, Raticate definitely traded up there, of course, because Skarmory's a much higher value Pokemon than Raticate in this matchup. Yeah, and Nothing Too Crazy on Martini's side. Yeah, Nothing Too Crazy. The Rotom getting paralyzed was obviously really bad early, yeah, because that was a huge Pokemon in this matchup, but that's Pokemon. Shmur is going to take home the win. Now, I have another game from this pool. So they do have Martini again versus Caps Lock this time. So this is a pretty good Infernape matchup. I mean, yes, there's another Ace of Vow speeds it, and Dusclops can kind of switch in, but still, it's pretty damn good here. Yep. Then Suicune into Shaman is a bit of a problem, but it's not terrible. Also, Shaman looks pretty good here. Like, Drapion's an okay check. Skarmory can kind of come in if it doesn't get dropped. Like, Spinaf dropped, but it's still kind of rough. Azelf, same as last time, it's kind of good. You just have to watch out for Drapion. And then Metagross, of course, is quite solid, but Suicune, Skarmory, Rotom is a very good core for stopping it. In addition, Rotom's a really good spin walker for Hitmontop, so Martini can definitely keep his spikes up. You just have to watch out for Foresight on Hitmontop, which is a very viable bring, of course. I think I'm going to lean Caps in this matchup. Let's get into the game. Martini on the left again, and Caps on the right. Jolteon lead into Azelf on the Drapion as it clicks rocks. Got Pursuit Trap, but it's to stay in, and just boom, and that's going to KO Drapion. Yep. Rock 7 take out Drapion. Big work for Azelf there. Suicune's going to come in as Suicune's going to give a spike. We can just boom here. Out to Jolteon. It's just going to boom, right? Surely. Or it's going to taunt. Okay, that works too. We got off a Thunderbolt here. Do 20. That's a Life Orb, but it's not doing that much. It's a pretty bulky Shaman. Skarmory's going to come in here. Shaman's going to miss his Leech Seed, dude. No, that's unfortunate. Heat Power, Fire or Electric's going to come out. I mean, it doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter which one you... It's probably Electric, if I had to guess, just because it also like maybe covers some big ground to Suicune. Anyway, Skarmory's going to Roost. So Shaman's going to Lance Leech Seed now. Metagross going to come in here. Skarmory's going to Brave Bird for pitiful damage. Yeah, Metagross going to heal almost all that off of the Leech Seed. Get out the Thunder Punch here. Into the roll. Rome's going to take virtually nothing, of course. And we're going to Will-O-Wisp the Shaman. So that's a pretty good amount to get Will-O-Wisp. But Rome's going to come in. Rome's going to sub, but Shaman's going to Seed Flare. However, it's going to miss. That's really rough for Caps, of course. We're going to Seed Flare here. This will break the sub, but you can always just fish for misses, right? Shaman's going to switch out. Cure by his Natural Cure, and in comes Dusclops. Going to sub again. Roman's not revealed its full status. It's going to still be packing Shadow Ball, but it's going to burn the Dusclops, of course. Seismic Toss does not work on Ghost types. This is not Gen 1. This is not Gen 1. Seismic Toss does not work on Ghost types. Is he just trying to PP stall it? I'm very confused here. Thunderbolt. Yes, still Seismic Tossing. It's rest. Oh, okay, so it's just trying to PP stall, I guess. There's a Sleep Talk, Seismic Toss. Now Infernape is really low. Wow, that's good. Flare Blitz. Infernape will now die to hazards. That's what just gonna kill. So Infernape goes down. That's really big for Caps, of course. In comes the Jolteon. Thunderbolt. Is that? Yeah, okay, it did KO from that range. I wasn't actually sure if it would. Even with the Life Orb. In comes Qwilfish. Good Jet. But Jolteon is going to live and take out with T-Bolt. It's going to die to the Life Orb, though. Then the Shaman comes. Shaman and Skarmory switch-ins. Obviously, Shaman's forced out here. The Metagross is going to come in. Skarmory's going to Brave Bird. Do, again, very low damage here. Yep. And so Earthquake's going to do a good chunk after Gravity. Gravity's a cool tech, I have to admit. Really like that idea. A Shaman's going to be brought in, but under Gravity, yep, that Earth Power's going to kill Skarmory. That Gravity's really smart, and I think it's going to end the game, actually. There's 2 turns left, yeah. Go Will-O-Wisp, but I don't think it really matters here. Earth Power's going to KO. Oh, Earth Power didn't KO, wow. I'm very surprised by that, but it shouldn't matter. Yeah, Shaman's got Earth Power there, and it's just Suicune versus the world. Suicune is a pretty good Pokemon to verse the world, but it comes Metagross and just gonna boom here. Oh, no, but it's just faster and crits the Thunder Punch. That's unfortunate. Yeah, Marty just getting pretty unlucky so far. First game, he knocked out of the tournament. His first game, he got Scarf Roam Power. I was saying he got Crail Suicune in his end game. Yeah, I mean, we don't know what Caps' last Pokemon is, but that Thunder Punch crit very well could have been the game changer. But yeah, that's going to be a win for Caps. Unfortunately, Marty, a very, very good old Gens player, is getting knocked out of the tournament here. Yeah, okay, let's get on to the next one. Gravity Metagross is super. I have to admit, Gravity Metagross is a sick tech. I really like that one. That was really, really smart in this matchup. Okay, next game. We have that was one we just watched. I'm stupid. Game 17. Hey, now we have another game pool. This time we have the 2 people who just won their last games. We have Capslock and Schmur. So winner of this will guarantee to advance the bracket. We obviously see an Azelf Mirrors, so Azelf's both those last 2 games. And both Azelfs look really fucking good. Neither side has a dark type or like good psych resist at all. So both sides, the way they use their Azelf is going to be pivotal in this game. I will say also, Raikou looks pretty solid on Schmur's side. You just have to get rid of Shaman, which is doable. Gallade also looking decent, but you have to watch out for Dusclops. Dusclops definitely gonna come. Dusclops pretty good here. Hitmontop is not a bad spinner. Obviously, Driploom can like come out. I basically enjoy taking a Stone Edge. And Shaman has a pretty solid matchup, but the triple flying obviously makes the life a little hard. I think I'm gonna lean Shmur on this one. But yeah, this where advances. So we have Caps Lock on the left, Shmur on the right, of course. Their taunts the opposing taunt as it goes to Shadow Ball. Okay, Shadow Ball again. I don't know why you're keeping the Azelf in when sure you have a switch in, but yeah, why did you keep the Azelf in and let it take 72 for me able to when you can just? Oh God, what the fuck? Iron Defense Skarmory now is an Iron Ball, but why is it Iron Defense Skarmory in Gen 4? This is not fucking. Anyway, Thunderbolt, it doesn't have body presence generation. Anyway, Whirlwind gets rid of Dusclops here. I am just so confused by this Skarmory set. I guess it's meant to help against Metagross maybe, but I don't know if it really does. I mean, it's kind of working. Somehow. Yeah, I don't know. Rapid Spin. Yep, obviously gonna heal off of leftovers. Get off the Thunder Wave there. So that's something at least. Hitmontop is brought back in. What the fuck? Why is this Skarmory doing so much work? I don't understand it. Does the Clef not have like I just got does not have like Flamethrower vulnerable? I don't know. Azelf comes in. Skarmory get paralyzed and is forced out. Taunting the Gallade, okay. Now Dusclops on the Scarf, presumably Scarf X Scissor. X Scissor is interesting. I feel like don't you just rather run like Shadow Sneak or like some sort of boosting item? I don't know. Anyway, Seismic Toss going to hit into the Skarmory for good chip. Let's go Roost here. Hey, in comes Metagross as Skarmory's going to Iron Defense again. My God, why is this working? Got Earthquake because we did trick of that Iron Ball, but like it's taking like virtually nothing now. Hitmontop comes in, presumably wanting to spin again. I mean, we can keep going. I'm just going to move this up a little bit because this sequence is probably going to take a while. Hitmontop comes in, gets rolling out into Shaman. Hey, Healing Power finally does something, but not enough. We are going to bring in Hitmontop here. Wait, Zarapevic, which game are you talking about? Which game are you talking about with the offensive Black Belt Hitmontop? 1 second. I'm sorry, I don't recognize your name, so I don't know exactly which game you're talking about. Let's see, we're down here. Offensive Black Belt. Oh, your Caps Lock. Okay, your Caps Lock. Gotcha. First weekend, I see. Okay, good to know. So I just don't recognize YouTube name. So you're in this game. So we're watching your game right now, actually. Gotcha. So I guess we have someone to root for them because we know who because he's in chat. Hey, you're gonna see this Iron Defense is actually doing a lot of work, surprisingly. Okay, we have a spin here. Yep. Just gonna. We're gonna go back up to fast. It's definitely gonna be a long game. Shaman comes in. Skarmory's paralyzed again. Healing Power does not that much. Whirlwinds it out. Dusclops. Yep. I'll just let this go on. I mean, if it gets paralyzed here, I guess it's real bad. Oh, yep, there it is. I mean, it's Yellow Magic's gonna happen. Oh, it was not fucking 80%. No events. Shut the hell up. That was not 80%. That felt like around 25, if not less. I'll be honest. Let me see. Paro. It can't. Right, so we had 9. We had 9 in how many turns? We had 9 paras in. 9 paras in. That was 12. 9 paras in 26 turns is around like a. Yeah, let me see. So, real quick. Okay, so the paralysis odds we had there were like 34%, which is, don't get me wrong, it's above rate. It should be 25, but like, out of 27 turns, you should get paralyzed like 7 times. You got paralyzed 9. That's not that crazy. Like, getting paralyzed 9 times instead of 7 is not that far above curve. Like, I really don't think. Oh, it was the game right before us. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I know. I feel like the Skarmory getting paralyzed that much wasn't that above curve. It was a little lucky. It was a bit above rate, but it wasn't crazy. Anyway, Boom's not get KO'd. This Hitmontop. In comes Raikou. Thunderbolt's gonna KO this. But obviously, Caps here, he's looking at a very good position. Miraz comes in. Quick Earthquake. Out to Clef, which Togekiss can't really touch. Togekiss go quick T-Wave here. Let's go Roost up. So we got Thunder Wave. And we're going to do Togekiss stuff now. You have a soft boil, fair enough. Togekiss doing Togekiss things. Oh yeah, no, the Skarm shit was dog shit. Let's be honest here. It kind of did stuff, but it was really bad. Like, it's funny, but yeah, no, the Skarm set was not good. It's just funny that it kind of did stuff for a while. It was really fucking bad. Don't get me wrong. Iron Defense Skarmory is terrible in Gen 4. Also, a Amnesia Clef, that's probably meant to, so that Togekiss can't really beat you down as easily, but you could go into Dusclops, okay. Fair enough. Back out the Clef. Roost up with the Togekiss, yep. Here we are again. He's going to get fully paralyzed, and you're going to have Amnesia. He's probably going to complain. This is doing only 17, but I mean, it can still maybe do it. He would need a lot, of course, but no, he will, because by the time it'll take too much from my 4, but it'll eventually need to Roost. Anyway, Dusclops comes in on the close combat. It's going to do nothing. You know, Galway's probably choice based on how he's been playing it. Toys comes in, takes the Seismic Toss, and it should be in reach of another one now. And Dusclops should outspeed, yep. Toys goes down. Shadow Sneak, oh, crit on the Drift Mode's unfortunate, but I mean, I don't think it really matters that much. You just break this up on the following turn anyway, yeah. Shadow was not gonna, oh, never mind, it did kill because it was a crit. It's like Shadow was not gonna kill us. Anyway, he's gonna start Calm Minding, but Clef's gonna paralyze it. Kind of surprised you went into Clef when it couldn't touch it, but fair enough. HP, Fire, probably. Shaman's gonna KO here. CM Raikou, okay, fair enough. That makes sense too. CM Raikou, yep. Raikou's gonna start, and Ares is gonna start Calm Minding, but don't think it's really gonna matter too much. We see the Haim Power crit. Oh my god, lots of crits this game. I don't know if that one mattered though. We'll go into Clef here. Obviously, get frightened the Thunder Wave, but it's gonna sub. Fair enough. So now Raikou can get off a second Calm Mind if it wants. Thunderbolt, but Clef is getting Amnesia, so I guess this is where it comes in clutch. You Calm Minding, but Clef can go a +6, of course. And over, yep. I mean, because sub, I guess he's fishing for the power, probably. We'd assume. Yep. Oh, he doesn't know that Clef can't be paralyzed by Magic Guard. He didn't. Does he know, chat? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. I don't know, man. You brought fucking Iron Defense Skarmory. How can you complain against you complain about stall when you brought Iron Defense no attack Skarmory? Like, come on, man. You brought Iron Defense no attack Skarmory. Like, you cannot complain about getting that. It's like, no, that's, oh my god. Anyway, yeah, that was a game. Caps skill win. I don't want videos anymore, but it's not going. This is kind of pissing me off. Like, this guy's being salty when literally none of it mattered. Like, bro, get a grip. Good one for Caps there. Daxon is close too. I hope not. No, I didn't. Okay, good. Into our next game. Game 8 for the stream. We have... Not that pool. We have Andrew Blaze versus Forte. Okay. So we see an Infernape matchup into Reigns. That's always not the best. But it's still decent as Scizor and stuff. It's not like the worst Infernape matchup, but it's not the best year. Suicune looking pretty solid. Just have to watch out for Jolteon and Kingdra, but you can work around those. Andrew's Jolteon, I think, has to be Scarf here. I don't think you have a choice. I think you have to run Scarf Jolteon here because it outspeeds Kingdra in the rain. And like otherwise, you're kind of just fucked by the water types. So yeah, I think Scarf Jolteon's a must, but it takes a lot from Mako J in the rain from Kabutops and E-Speed from Dragonite. So yeah, that would definitely be unfortunate. The Spiritomb looking actually pretty solid here. Dragonite's not bad. You just have to break through Scarm. Like, you can hit it with Thunder in the rain. That does a lot of damage. Yeah, nothing too crazy here. I think I am going to give the matchup to Forte. Let's get into it. Andrea on the left, Forte on the right. Jolteon lead into Spiritomb. Jolteon's going to protect. Yeah, it's definitely an interesting Wii matchup. 2.1, you don't see Wii too often in DPP. Willis, it's going to miss Willis. It gets Toxic. It's unfortunate. The protect here is wrap up that chip. Still trying to burn this Jolteon. Thunderbolt does 45. Wow, he really wants to burn on his Jolteon, but why? I don't know. Jolteon can also just like Heal Bell if it has it. I don't think burning a Jolteon was that. Yeah, I feel like it might have. Well, no. Wish. No, it doesn't have Heal Bell. Uxie comes down the Earthquake though. Spiritomb is going to come in on this. Rocks go up. Uxie's going to U-turn. Pursuit's going to quick pursuit. Nope. Jolteon comes in as Spiritomb's going to rest. Okay. So it's going to nullify the progress made by that Toxic Bounce. Jolteon does a lot of damage with Thunderbolt. Wish comes off from Jolteon. And we're going to get Toxic as we spin away the rocks. There is... Hey, Uxie and Spiritomb are switches. Good play by Andrew there. Rain Dance going to go up from Uxie, though. Is this Sleep Talk? No. That's scary. That's free turns. To see Kabutops come in. It's going to Source Dance, but this is going to wake up this turn. Is it Lumberry? It is Lumberry. Very heads up prep by Forte there. And now Kabutops in prime position. Yeah, I mean, look at that damage. We're going to see it's going to still edge the Suicune, not KO, but Suicune, Hydro Pump does KO back right. That makes sense, yeah. Anyway, in comes Kingdra. Anyway, Surf does a ton to Skarmory. Take it out, yep. One more turn of rain. Suicune comes in, I guess it is the sack. Out to Jolteon, okay, but like, yeah, you're just losing your Jolteon now. Was Jolteon? I don't know. In comes Suicune. I mean, this Kingdra just wins, right? Go Rain Dance itself, yeah. I think Kingdra just wins here. Let's see. Kingdra's going. Yeah, I mean, this free kills the. Yeah, it's over. Kingdra just wins. I mean, there wasn't much Andrew could have really done about it, right? I mean, me not sacking the Jolteon, but yeah, there's a Kingdra. This is a certified Kingdra Memento. Certified Kingdra Memento, folks. Certified Kingdra. Stone Edge crit Uxie. U-turn. So like, and then you just go in this, and now you can just Jolteon. Yep, that was a certified King. That is a certified R-rated Kingdra Momentum. How did the double... My brother in Christ, that's all his team does. He has a Kingdra and a Kabutops. How do you not expect him to run Rain? Like, that's the whole point of this draft. How do you not expect him to run Rain? It's like what this draft does. Last stream and this last stream before the first one, last stream before today made me lose my will and humanity. I'm starting to lose a bit of will and humanity from this one too. This is painful. But yeah, Forte's gonna win very dominantly. Game 9. Two very big names. We have Crashing Boom Bang versus Sylvia. I believe it's Sylvia. I've been pronouncing it Sylvia, but I think it's Sylvia. Yeah, very, very good players. Two very, very good players here. So we do see a Suicune Mirror. And both sides have like a decent grass type to check it, but obviously CBB also has the Raikou, so CBB's Suicune looking a little better than Sylvia's here. Dragonite, not a bad matchup, of course, but it does have checks. Snorlax actually looks really fucking strong here. I'm looking at this. Yep. That round of 7 Snorlax is crazy. Like, I guess you could go like Curse Registeel to try and match it, but otherwise, like that Snorlax looks really, really dangerous here. Yeah, I know Raikou also looking pretty good. Not the best checks, and Donphan Vibe like they can do it, but not the best. I think I'm gonna give this matchup a CBB. Let's get into it. Bronzong we into Frostlass. Frostlass gonna taunt. Bronze gonna Gyro Ball. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's taunt there, yep. But Frost can get a spike at least, and Bronze is gonna take it out. Rocks have been provided though for the time being. Arrow's gonna come in. You're doubling out to Registeel, but now Taunt's gonna wear off and just get up Rocks. Oh, he has one more turn Taunt. Never mind. Forgot Taunt is a very long turns this gen. Anyway, Earthquake's gonna come out as raised against the Rocks. Sagittar's off for some chip. More para. You have the Stealth Rock. Yep. Let's see. Low Kick. Ooh, good chip. Good chip. Then we see the Thunder Wave here. Even chance gonna get paralyzed. And we're just gonna boom. Okay, yeah, that's fair. That means the spare's gone, so the Hazards are gonna stay up on CBB's side. Suicune and Arrow. Arrow's gonna be forced out into Sylvia's own Suicune. CBB's just gonna Surf, do not much damage here, of course. Sylvia's Suicune is not leftovers, though. Very important information to note. We will see. It's probably Resto Chesto if I had to guess that, if it's not lefties. You got KO, the Bronzo Surf, and then in comes Raikou. Thunderbolts. Oh, it's Wakan. Okay, only has 26. But he is in range of another one now. Yep. Yeah, Dragonite comes out. Heat and Power Ice is Yachi Berry, though. It's a Dragon Dance, okay. Fire Punch should take out the Raikou from his range, yeah. Miss Mag, okay, so it's definitely Scarf Miss Magius then. Yep, HPI Scarf, good. Bring into D-Knight, very smart. Donovan's gonna come in, it's not gonna enjoy his HPI Ice, yeah. Donovan's gonna Head Smash. That does take out the Miss Magius, they go down, but Arrow can't break through this weekend from this health, you know, outside like a Stone Edge crit. Yep, Stone Edge is not gonna crit, and that's gonna be the end of the game. So a very clean one for a CBB. Very well played on both sides, I'd say. I really think both sides played this pretty well, but CBB kind of felt like he had the upper hand a lot of the game. It's a very well played. Yeah, I like both sides prep. Nothing too crazy, but both made a lot of sense here. Yeah, going for CBB. I believe this does advance CBB. It does knock out Sylvia. And for our last game of the night, we have yet another game from that pool. Well, I might do another stream here, but probably not. But last day of the stream, we have Nintago Foxo, the DT1 champion, versus Shmur. So let's get into it. We see a Raikou Mirror, and Shmur does not have a ground type, so Tago's Raikou goes fucking insane here. Dragonite also looks really good. Like, Skarmory just goes down to special coverage. Yeah. Wow. Shmur's Azelf looking decent, but we do have the Absol which can check it decently. Shmur's Raikou not looking the best. I mean, it's okay, but you know, you can't pack both HP Ice Grass, HP Ice, and HP Ground here, so it's kind of stuff for move slots. Gallade looking really good, though, I will say. And both sides, Tentacles can probably spin pretty freely, so I wouldn't be too worried about either side getting stuck with spikes up. Yeah, honestly, actually, Frostlass looks crazy offensively here, looking at this. Like, what checks Frostlass offensive Frostlass? I guess Tentacruel, but Tentacruel can get worn down by other things, yeah. I think I'm going to give the matchup with Tago. Let's get into it. Tago with Shmur on the right. Absolutely calling the Ace Elf lead. Very good. EV to live the U-turn. And it's not got Pursuit, though. Just got Thunder Wave. Okay, Skarmory's getting Paralyzed here. Throw off a Fire Blast for 58. And Toxic is going to KO the Absol. But that's still, I mean, that's pretty good, though. Like, Absol there. Raiko's going to come in. Quick substitute. Skarmory's going to attempt to Toxic it. Oh, no. And this could be bad. Thunderbolt's just going to KO the Skarmory. Sure. I mean, you can't call my case as Whirlwind, yeah. U-turn breaks the sub into Gallade. Earthquake into the Frostlass. This is not that much damage. Frost should give a spike here. Go down to Aza Fire Punch. Okay. Swampert comes in here. Gets up the rocks as Drifloon's to switch. Drifloon's going to sub. Oh, it's going to block the Swampert Yawn. Interesting. Shadow Ball doing 28. Waterfall's going to break it, though. Sub again. Activate Citrus Berry and some Burden. I don't know if that was a good play, honestly, but, I mean, I was going to boom, but I don't know. I feel like, it works out, I guess. Ace-Up's going to come in, and this going down does open up Smurf's Raikou. Ice Punch come out. It's going to freeze the Bronzong. Wow, that's really unfortunate for Tago. Hey, we're going to see Raikou. Both Raikous come in on this turn. Tago's going to Calm Mind as Smurf's going to Roar. Very cool. Now, his Raikou's going to Calm Mind. Okay. Gonna get off a Hidden Power here. HP ground, obviously. Thunderbolt doing good chip. Hey, let's see here. We got, yep, there goes the HP ground. So Tago's Raikou is going to win the 1v1. In comes a Smurf's Azelf. Go into the Frozen Bronzong. Fair enough, you might as well. Togekiss is going to come in here. Thank you. I was going to say, if I were Tago, you're like, oh, thank God he clicked Flamethrower. Yeah, he just followed me for no reason. That's a very risky D9 because it's a 20% power burn chance, but it worked out. Anyway, in comes Azelf and sack off the Raikou, obviously. As it booms, yep. And last Pokemon is the Gallade. Outrage. Okay, so Dragon's going to outspeed or maybe win a speed tie, and this could be a game. So Tago's going to move on to 1-0 as good. I believe that knocks Smurf out of the tournament. Okay. That'll end it for the stream. Next, let me give it, as always, we'll give a little preview of next stream. Next stream, we will be getting with I Made You Read This 8500 versus Kumiko. So I look forward to that, and we'll be back. I'll be back tonight, but probably tomorrow.